Welcome to the Naked Relationship Podcast. I'm Adam.
And I'm Kelley.
You might recognize us because we've been in several big platforms before, like Twitter, Instagram, our website. Those are big platforms that we've really been blowing up.
I really thought you were going to say MySpace.
No, I was just trying to do like a big fancy segue into our social media and how people can reach us. Our social media is TNR Podcast.
I do have pneumonia, though, so if you hear me cough or, choke on my own spit,
I will do my
me.
best. I mean, you're really good at choking on things. Our social media is at TNR Podcast. You can email us at questions@thenakedrelationship.com. Our website is thenakedrelationship.com. Any input there from the Instagram?
I run our Instagram, guys. Sorry we have been MIA. We have been dealing with...
That stands for Miami, right?
Yeah.
No.
On me.
Oh, it really stands for missing in action, baby.
But we have recently been going on trips, coming back, dealing with death, and getting sick. And, of course...
This beautiful Mexican won't kiss me.
I don't want to get you sick, so that's why we've kind of been slacking on some of our stuff. But, our episodes are still scheduled to come out every Friday, so keep a lookout for that. Okay, so one of the things we wanted to talk about is kind of explaining Adam's recent gangbang.
I was the only penis under 10 inches, maybe?
Shut up. Exaggerating.
No, I mean, the guy from the swinger party we went to was there, and then the guy that you played with was also there, and there was three more people that showed up. And
okay, so kind of explain how this, went down and how this occurred.
So the swinger group that we are a part of, party group, I guess you could say, house party group chat that we are in, one of them, the organizer, great guy, he...
amazing event planner.
Yes. He put out feelers to see if anyone was interested in a potential gangbang with a female that I had actually been contacting through SLS, who then gave me her number and then kind of didn't respond. So, but I didn't know that at the time. But anyway, so he invited us for a gangbang. She comes over to the house a little bit late, but anyway, it was very interesting. I was the smallest penis there, and I don't have a small penis. I feel the need to defend my penis size here.
You don't have a small penis. You just think you do. Some girl told you that, and it just fucked up your mind. Okay?
I don't know if that's what happened, but
I think so.
It definitely helps now that I have glasses. I can actually see it.
Stop.
No, I don't know. So that was a bit intimidating. And, but, when I had my moments with her, she seemed to enjoy herself. Either that or she's just really, really nice.
Women generally are, okay?
Anyway, so I was one of two guys that went multiple rounds. I think I went 3, and then by then I was falling asleep on the couch, and I knew it was time for me to get the hell home. So,
okay, but kind of I know you've kind of breezed through what occurred, but talk about more what was going on in your head, because I know you really didn't want to go, and I was kind of pushing you to go because I felt like you needed that little extra push,
Yes, she asked me this question as she shows me her cleavage and expects me to understand what the question was asking.
Oh my god. So I was just saying that at the time I know you were very conflicted and feeling
I didn't want to go at all.
Yeah, so I kind of told you to go because I wanted you to have fun, because I know your experiences in the lifestyle have been a little less than mine.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted for you to have fun.
I think for me,
yourself.
I was just, like I've said in previous podcasts, the closer we get to our wedding date, the more I just want to be me and you.
Mm-hmm.
And so that definitely played a role into it. I think the other part of it was it was something that we weren't going to be doing together. And then the other part of it is I've already had the best and nothing compares. And so that plus I was already in break mindset because we had agreed to do the break.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was kind of winding down into that, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but
I feel like you don't need to go into that like these types of situations, like having sex with other people with that mindset, like, oh, I've already had the best, so like nothing's gonna compare. I kind of think you should take that and just throw that shit out the window, okay? Because you're not gonna enjoy yourself.
I feel like she's telling me to throw her out the window, but you're sickly.
Oh my god.
I don't think that's a good idea.
No, but listen, babe. So every time you go into that type of situation with that mindset, like, you're already setting yourself up for failure. And I don't want you to have that. I want you to set yourself up to have a great time and a great experience. So having that mindset of like, oh, I already had the best person ever, nothing or no one can compare.
I mean, like, I understand, like, I can still have fun. I mean, honestly, like, that was probably like the second best, like, sex experience. Well, the second best person that I've had sex with, maybe, you know? Like, I still had a lot of fun. I mean, shit, she got me to come before I even fucked her, you know? But it was just like, I don't know. It was very great sex, I will say that. But it was just, I think it was, like, I was still, like, checking in with you, like, every time, like, I got a break in action. And
I appreciated that.
And so it was like, you know, I was still thinking about you and like, okay, I don't know how much time has passed, but I'm still going to check in with you and kind of keep you in the loop of what's going on. But I don't know. I just remember, like, leaving it and kind of like, I was hungry and I was really fucking tired because I fucked her 3 times, finished all 3 times, but I came in her mouth once. So I came 4 times in about 2.5, 3 hours, and I was like spent. But anyway, I mean, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So.
Well, so your play date for that night.
Okay. Let me tell.
Okay.
This is my part.
Okay.
All right. So when was this? A Friday? Adam was going to this gangbang that I had to pull teeth for him to go to, and I, in the meantime, had no plans that night. So I quickly like hit up one of my go-to guys, and he was free. And he actually works kind of far away, so he wanted to kind of get home, shower, change, do all that stuff, and then come by. So his ETA to my apartment was around 8, is what he said. And Adam's gangbang didn't start until 7, so Adam kind of already had left and was at the place. So I was texting Adam. He was just saying that all the guys had gathered at the designated house, and they were just waiting on certain people to arrive, and then finally they were waiting on the girl to arrive. Me, on the other hand, I was texting this guy. His name starts with a D, so we're gonna call him D.
We've talked about him before in the potty.
We have, and he's really nice and sweet, and so great that he's like so willing to like be what's it called? Willing to like be available at a moment's notice is what I'm trying to say. So I was so grateful that he was available and that he and his wife did not have plans because she was going on a date herself. So we had set this up, and I kind of got ready a little bit. I was like in some loungewear, like sweatpants, a shirt with no bra on, and I quickly like did a simple face of makeup and like curled my hair. And I decided to drink a beer or 2 while waiting for him and chill and watch Netflix. So at this point, it's 8 o'clock. He still hasn't gotten there. He said he wanted to grab some beers before he came over, and Adam was like an hour into your play at this gangbang, and I was so excited for him, so happy. And he said there was a lot of guys. He said he felt like the only white dick there, and I think I texted you saying that I loved your pink dick.
Yeah,
that's a reference to Broad City Girls. If you haven't seen that, that's pretty funny too.
So I was the only. No, there was another white dick there, but he was like huge.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
Yes, perfect. Yes.
Yes. So Adam was checking in every time he would go to the bathroom or every time he took a break, He would check in with me, and like every time he checked in with me, my guy was still not here. So I was kind of getting concerned, and around like 9:30 or 9:45, he texts me and says he just got pulled over by the cops. And in my head, I'm like, oh my God, I hope he's okay. I hope he doesn't get deported. Because that's like every Mexican's like nightmare, is getting pulled over by the cops and being deported. Like, I don't know if any Mexicans listen or like grew up in that environment. My parents instilled that fear of the cops, because your family might get deported. So I was very terrified for him, because he is also of Mexican descent. But he is legal, and it's just a natural instinct and fear that pops into my head. But so I let Adam know what was going on too, and I was texting both of them, and I asked him if he still wanted to come over, and if he did not, that was totally okay, because I know after I get pulled over, I just kind of want to go home and cry, because I have another bill to pay. So, and he's like, yeah, no, I still want to come over. I have the beers with me. I'm like, are you sure? Like, honestly, you do not have to come over after this. And he was like, no, I'm coming over. I'm almost there. And I let Adam know what was going on. And at this point, little Kelley is like 4 beers in Miller High Life.
And keep in mind, our limit on play dates is 2.
But this did not occur to me, since it was like in my own apartment, in my own home, where I felt comfortable drinking. So I was already 4 beers in, working on my 5th, and he comes in. I'm a little bit tipsy, not gonna lie. Like, I'm not drunk, but I'm tipsy. And like, he comes in, I put his beers away in the fridge, I grab him one, we sit on the couch, we talk about what happened. Apparently, he just moved here about 2 years ago and had not changed his car tags. So he was still having some car tags from another state that have been expired for 2 years, and the cops pulled him over. So I was so upset for him, because I kind of did the same thing too. I waited like 1.5 years to get my car tags. We kind of bonded over that. We chatted a little bit, talked about some politics, talked about work. And then I kind of like said, hey, do you want to get this thing rolling? I'm pretty sure I was a little bit more seductive than that, but that's how I felt at the time. So I felt like I kind of jumped his bones a little bit. Like I grabbed his face and started making out with him, and he responded in kind. So we started like making out, having some good sexy time on the couch. Our clothes were still on, but he was like very conscious, like, hey, we should go to the other room. And I was like, yeah, for sure. So I started taking off my clothes as we're walking into the second bedroom, and he was also doing the same thing as well. And I immediately start going down on him. And part of this is a little bit of a blur, because number one, I was drunk as fuck at this point. I finished my 5th beer. I did something I should not have done. I forgot to check in with Adam to let him know that we started our play. And I feel like this is a very difficult thing for me to do. Like once things start going and start happening, I kind of forget to check in. So I kind of need to be a little bit more aware of what is going on, if things are going to happen, to kind of like take a second to go to my phone and just send Adam a quick text. So with that already in mind, or not in my mind at this point, Adam is getting a little bit worried because I haven't texted him or said anything. And at this point, this guy's dick is in my mouth. So I do not care, because I'm drunk and I'm enjoying myself. And we start like making out. I'm going down on him. He's enjoying it. We start fucking. He used a condom, of course. Always use a condom. And like, as we are going at it doggy style, I hear something in the living room. Like, so our second bedroom is Just the bare necessities. It has bed, it has 2 nightstands with a bunch of condoms, lube, baby wipes, tissues, like all the little necessities. And I hear something in the main living room like go off, and it sounds like our Google Home going off.
So we have like 3 or yeah, we have 3, about to be a 4th one, which the 4th one's going to go in the playroom. But so the new Google Home is going to go into the playroom, and so that'll help kind of reduce this situation. But essentially, you can say, "Hey Google, broadcast whatever," and it will take take that message, whatever you tell it, like, "Hey Google, broadcast I love Kelley," for example, and it will broadcast that to all of your Google Homes. It's actually broadcasting that now. So I tried calling Kelley. I tried broadcasting, "Hey, check in with me." And at one point, I mean, this is after probably several texts, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And at one point, as I'm leaving my play date, or the gangbang, I'm calling to see if you're hungry and want me to pick something up. So I kind of hear that in the back of my mind, but I still keep going at it. Like, we're still fucking, and at this point he's spent. I am kind of sucking his dick, seeing if he wants to go another round, and Adam fucking barges in, flips on the light switch, and is standing at the foot of the bed looking pissed as fuck. You can tell he is ready to rip me a new one. And first of all, you need to control yourself, is what I thought in my mind. You need to control yourself. I'm obviously safe. I will say this, though. When I walked in, I was, pissed. And I saw, after I turned the light on, I saw you, pull your mouth off of his dick. And kind of, you had your hand wrapped around it. And he looked at me just casually and said, I don't know what you said, but I will say that looked hot as fuck.
Oh, my God. But anyways, he looks so pissed. I was kind of scared, not gonna lie.
I think all I said was, "You need to check in." And I think I said that a few times. You need to check in.
And then he walked out. And that was our cue.
Oh no, you asked me how was your gangbang or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, it was fine. You need to check in. Because historically speaking, that is the one rule that you keep. Well,
I keep breaking, guys. That's what he's trying to say nicely.
But I'm trying to say it nicely, because I feel all of the blame is always on you, and I don't like that.
Well, I'm sorry I keep messing up, okay?
Well, I'm trying to paint it where it's not only you messing up, because I'm sure that I've messed up, but I guess it just doesn't happen as frequent. I guess.
Yeah, because you're really good at it. You're really good at checking in. I am not. I get caught up in the moment and forget about everything else. So Adam barges in. I ask him how his gangbang is. He tells me to check in. That is my cue to pop off his dick and
Well, after I left the room, I was gonna come back in and try to help you.
No, you look so pissed. I was I don't even want to have a threesome now.
Yeah.
So we just got dressed. We said our goodbyes. I escorted him to the door, gave him back his beer, and gave him a hug goodbye. And then it was my turn to pay attention to Adam. So I asked him how his gangbang went, how he felt. I knew he was pissed, so I was trying to kind of deter that conversation from going that way. But we talked about it anyways.
But I was pissed, but I think you were even more pissed, because you kind of came to me while I was sitting on the bar stool, and you kind of came in between my legs a little bit so I could hug you, wrap my arms around you.
Mm-hmm.
And then you wouldn't kiss me.
Mm-hmm.
And you basically just said that you need space or whatever. And so then you went into the guest bedroom, and I was just all right, fuck this, I'm gonna go to sleep. I don't know if I've told you this, but I actually considered getting a hotel room, because I was you're pissed about something that I'm pissed at you for. This is a shit show. I was I did think about it, and I was no, I probably shouldn't. But I guess I just wanted to show you how upset I was. You know what I'm saying? Without resorting to violence or whatever.
Yeah, that's
we don't
what I
resort
do.
to violence anyway.
We don't usually.
But But anyway, at one point, so I just go to the, like, I just lay on the couch and go to bed. Like, I'm not going to go to our bed and sleep in it without you if you're pissed off at me. I don't know why. I just can't do it. Mm-hmm. And so at one point you come out.
Oh my God, is that the point where, like, I grab another beer?
Yeah. This woman grabs another beer out of the fridge just to spite me. And, like, she jiggles the glass bottles around just so I know that she's grabbing another beer. And so then she walks back to the playroom, closes the door. I'm assuming you lock it like you always do.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right, what the fuck ever. And so what, like 20, 30 minutes later, you come back out and I hear like a clank of like metal or something hitting the wooden table, like a fefe table. Mm-hmm. And I don't know what it is, but then I see you like putting your shoes and your coat on, mm-hmm. and grabbing keys. I'm like, are you safe to drive? And you say yes. I should have known that was bullshit.
Oh my God.
And then you went to Cookout. I was watching you on the Google Maps.
He tracks me, guys.
We've had this conversation.
I know.
But anyway, you go to Cookout and you come back and you eat your food in the playroom, I think, right? Or no, you ate most of it on the way back.
I ate all of it on the way back.
Well, then you put something in the fridge when you get home, and then you go back to the playroom, and then about 5 minutes later, you text me to spite me, and you say, I drove drunk. And, like, at that point, I was like, she's really trying to piss me off. And I think that elevated the hotel thoughts more.
Yeah. I was just so pissed.
And you're also drunk.
Oh my God. That's probably what didn't help it either.
And, because, like, you've never acted like that before.
No, I really haven't.
So.
That was out of character.
Yeah, and, you know, I think we need to figure out a solution to, like, the check-in issue.
You really do. So, one of the solutions Adam mentioned is putting another little Google Home Mini in the playroom, because I didn't hear when he broadcasted that message to the other Google Homes, like.
And I think another one is going to be like,
take my phone with me.
Yeah, take your phone with you, but put it on Do Not Disturb, but allow starred contacts like me to get a hold of you.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, like, I trust you. I don't trust other people.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, yes, we've let these people in our lives before, but that doesn't mean that they're always going to be trustworthy and full of integrity. Mm-hmm. You know? But, I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm not asking you to, you know, to tell me every single thing that's going on.
But it feels like it sometimes.
I know, but we've also agreed, like, more recently than not, that, you know, anytime there's, like, a break in the play or when you're about to, and that's really it, right? Yeah. And when everything's done. Mm-hmm. That's all that I'm asking for.
Okay.
You know? So,
So, yeah. Communicate, guys. Yeah. Don't be like me. Alright, guys, so that's just one of our little adventures. If you want to message us on our socials, email us, ask us a question. We love getting your comments and feedback.
And to the people that have been emailing us, muchas gracias.
I know, you guys are so sweet.
And the people that have been commenting on our Instagram and our Twitters, you know, about feeling better for Kelley, thank you so much for that. I know Kelley appreciates it. I appreciate it.
I love it.
Or even those that have been emailing us about that as well. So, our socials are at TNR Podcasts. That is plural, and that is for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Our website is thenakedrelationship.com. You can email us on there, or you can email us directly at questions@thenakedrelationship.com.
Bye!
Bye!